no matter the location. From O-A-K-L-A to L-V, I'm a Raider.
Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report. The Las Vegas Raiders have gone out and signed veteran linebacker KJ Wright. I want every single person down in the comments right now spamming KJ if you're fired up about this move. The Raiders have done a lot of good things this offseason. This might be one of my favorite. Yes, I get it. It's September 2nd. Monday Night Football is just a few weeks away. But going out and adding a veteran linebacker who, by all accounts, was a top 7 linebacker according to PFF last year, and who's somebody that knows the Gus Bradley system. If you're watching this live, we just got a $100 super chat. Let's get the party going. But Josina Anderson said that Wright is signing a 1-year deal with the Raiders. He had previously worked out with the team. He then left Las Vegas because they couldn't agree to certain terms, and now you have somebody that not only is a phenomenal player, not only is it somebody that's going to be able to help you and then teach some of these other guys on the field, you also have somebody that knows this Bradley defense so well. One of the reasons why we love Casey Hayward, why? He's a player coach out on the field. One of the reasons why a lot of people liked Vontaze Burfict when the Raiders went out and got him, he knew the he knew the Paul Gunther system. This is a great move for this team. Now, this is why you guys subscribe to the Las Vegas Raiders Report. We keep you guys updated on all things going on around the silver and black. I don't care if it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't care if it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We're hitting you with a video here. So if you're looking for videos the entire season, hit that big red button that says subscribe. Tune in. Let's get to 83,000 subs. Let's keep the party rolling. So he's 6'4", 246 pounds. He's going to be 32 years old this year. But, I mean, look at the numbers in 2020. 86 tackles, 2 sacks, 12 tackles for loss, a forced fumble, and 2 fumble recoveries. But he also offers you a lot of versatility. And if you're going to be a linebacker in a Bradley scheme, if the Raiders want to run a 3-4 front, Wright's going to be out there. If they want to run a 4-3 front, I believe Wright's going to be out there. So the ability to go sideline to sideline is very important, and he has that ability to be able to cover, to be able to get after the quarterback, and to also be able to stop the run. So what I want you guys to do right now is down in the comments, grade this move, the Wright signing by the Raiders. It's a 1-year deal. I don't quite yet have the full details on how much they're going to be paying him, but it is kind of interesting considering the fact that earlier today, the Raiders restructured Nick Kwiatkowski's contract to then free up about $2.38 million. If I'm going to take a guess before I see the number, I'm going to say it's going to be somewhere around $4, maybe $5 million. But I mean, this to me is an A before I even see the number. Now, sure, if they're paying him over $10 million, I might change my grade. But you're going out and getting a top 5 linebacker the last, realistically, like 5 years in the league, who knows your defense, who is going to be able to come in and just be an absolute difference maker. And at the end of the day, you need more guys that can be absolute difference makers. Especially in today's NFL, you need somebody that can cover running backs. You need somebody that can cover a tight end down the middle of the seam. And you also need somebody that can go ahead and be that solid QB spy. 11 tackles for loss, the 2 sacks, but the 10 pass breakups. Like, y'all, like those are some of the numbers that I really want you to go ahead and see. Shout out to Robert Kirby in the comments. Just sent another $100 super chat. But Nick Kwiatkowski, some of these other Raiders linebackers, so again, his deal ended up getting restructured a little bit literally today. So I know Quit's been battling some injuries. I know he's going to be one of the better players on this defense, and he has been one of the more solid middle linebackers. But the fact that Kwiatkowski was able to restructure his contract, I salute that man because that helped get this deal done. Now, one of the injuries that's one of the other big reasons why this deal ended up going down was Nicholas Morrow, who I would say probably had the best offseason out of any Raiders linebacker. Unfortunately, he did get hurt in the joint practice up against the Rams. But when he comes back, you want to talk about linebacking depth, you're looking at it, baby. And then Javen White. Javen White, the fact that the Raiders kept him on the 53-man roster, I think just illustrates all the hard work that this young man out of UNLV, who was a UDFA in 2020, who still was able to make this 53-man roster being injured. Now, I anticipate some of these guys heading to IR, but in terms of how do I feel about our linebacking core now, I was a little bit nervous with KJ, I'm feeling really, really good. So go down in the comments right now. Give me that one-word reaction to the KJ Wright signing. And if you guys are watching this live, we're going to be giving some shots out. We're going to be having a grand old time. But give me some one-word reactions right now. I got a lot of KJs, which is, you know what? If your one-word reaction wants to be KJ, I'm okay with that. If you want to start dropping some F-bombs, shit, I'm okay with that too. I am super, super excited for this move right now. I got an awesome and I got a finally and a nice from Raider Way. So let's look at the Raiders linebacking depth chart as it stands right now. Javen White, Nicholas Morrow, both of those guys are a little bit banged up. But now you have a little bit more depth, and I actually anticipate the Raiders to also go with some 3-4 defensive schemes, which puts Littleton, Quitt, Wright, and Denzel Perriman all on the field a little bit more. It also gives guys time like Tanner Muse and Divine Diablo. I'm going to use a really weird word, but it just seems right, to marinate and to kind of get a little bit better when they go into the next season, and then you can continue to build on this young defense. But the fact that you're still able to get a starting caliber linebacker who was by far the top free agent still out there, who I knew wanted to come to Las Vegas. I know he wanted to work with Gus Bradley. I mean, this is everything you're hoping for. Now, if some of you were wondering, hey, man, what are some of his stats over the last 5 years? I got to give a major shout-out to my team for getting these in here. In 2020, 86 tackles, 11 tackles for loss to 10 PBUs, 1 interception. In 2019, 132 tackles. Now, I used to always say when we used to talk about Tahir Whitehead, don't just look at tackles. Also look at all the other numbers that he's able to put up. This guy can also get it done in the pass coverage game. 11 PBUs, 3 INTs. Okay, in 2018, he battled an injury. If this dude's out there for more than 16 games, I'm almost going to guarantee you he's going to have over 85 tackles. He's going to have over 5.5 tackles for loss. He's going to be somewhere up there around the 8-7 PBUs, and he's going to get a pick. He is able to just totally help out this defense in so many different ways. If you're wondering what kind of snaps he had last season for the Seahawks, 990 snaps. But look at the percentages here. Run defense snaps. 34% of the time he went ahead and protected the run. 11% of the time, he blitzed the quarterback. And then 55% of the time, he dropped back into coverage. The key word there is versatility. And if you have followed the Raiders, if you have followed Jon Gruden, everything that they've done in free agency, everything that they've done in the draft, the one word that Gruden always throws around is versatility. And if you think KJ Wright's going to be versatile, knock on wood if you're with me. So what about some PFF grades now, right? 75.3 overall grade. The rush defense grade of 67. The pass rush, 67.3. And then that coverage grade, 78.7. According to PFF last season, he was a top 7 linebacker. Now, you can look at a lot of different metrics here, and we got 1,500 people watching us live, which I totally don't blame you whatsoever, because as soon as I saw that the Raiders, they went out and got KJ Wright, I'm like, F it. We're going live. Everyone drop what you're doing. Get your drinks ready. Start pouring them in some glasses, because this is going to be one just hell of a ride. So it finally happened, y'all. It finally happened. I want every single person typing KJ down in the comments section. Shout out to Russell. Shout out to Gangsta Slime. And shout out to OG Mommy Z Lover. We appreciate you watching.